Hello everyone, this is Gramith here, and you might be wondering why I'm staring at a blank screen at the moment. The reason being is that MAV has just gone into beta, and there's a huge update right from the word go. And I'm going to now open the game when I get to it. There's already, just officially opened in beta on Monday, May 2nd, and here's the intro screen now. We have an official intro screen. And it looks, I gotta say, that looks beautiful. The new UI right here is just one of the many changes that have come to the game right now. This is the new UI for the main menu. No more spinning MAV here. No more just plain options here. There's a whole thing. And this here tells me there's going to be a story and a campaign mode. Not yet released. Again, the game is just now in beta. There's an FPS counter up in the top left corner. The version is right there in the top right. You can view your player profile, which is new. Check your stats for, I believe this is supposed to be the last game. I'm not entirely sure. I played a couple games on this just to test it out Monday when the beta went out, and I'm doing the video now because I've been too busy with finals. You can see your level as your player, your rank, and then you have your level as the specific roles, which I'll get into in a quick little bit. Achievements, they're all locked at the moment. And then battle medals, I don't know what these are. I have no idea what they mean. There's a slider here that doesn't slide, but they're battle medals apparently. So that's that. That's your player thing. You can enter the garage from here, quick battle here, exit the game here, or game options. The interesting thing about hitting game options, it gives you like a brief synopsis of what's in it, stats, achievements, the different menus that are there. Now fast, create battle, join a game, enter garage, build your MAV, exit the game, exit the desktop. This would be funny if they had like a witty thing like "Why are you leaving?" or something like that. Be pretty funny if Cyber put that in. Game options, real quick. The weird part about game options is you saw that little flicker right there. That wasn't me. For some reason, clicking on the game options puts the game out of full screen, unless you have it set for full screen like that. Then it flickers, but stays in full screen. That time it didn't, but it usually does that. Without this selected, it'll flicker down to a window, and you won't be in full screen anymore. Now, these are the options itself. Snapshot builds, which is good if you want to get the betas for the builds out. I believe is what they're still. It's been a while since I had to enable it, so I don't entirely remember what it means. It's on the forums. Your audio settings, your sliders, which they affect all that. The only thing the effects and ambient don't tell you what they sound like yet. You have to go into the game for that. Graphics, you have minimum, low, medium, high, ultra, and custom. I got a custom, obviously. Just put on ultra. Does that. Medium is this. It detects the resolution of your screen automatically, which is nice. Obviously, for performance reasons, you can go minimum. I'm going with this. I'm not too worried about VSync. Really, this is nice. And all of this. Actually, my anti-aliasing with the 4 because my RAM is not that powerful anymore. You can also customize your movement. I haven't used the controller yet. I'm assuming controller style is the way you move based on where you're looking. And you can do your inverted look pitch, which is nice. Chat, that is select, which is return. Not entirely sure what select does yet. Screenshot, obviously you can take a screenshot. You can set that to whatever key you want. You can also do the, like if I hit F12, I took a screenshot using Steam. If I hit F9, I took a screenshot somewhere. Don't know where it is. But F12 was my screenshot for Steam overlay, which you can't see it now, but in Windows mode I do have access to the Steam overlay and all that fun. Still. That's the controls. You can restore your defaults and all that fun. Back to the main menu. The garage. This is where some things got different. You're going to notice this looks beautiful. Like this is like a fully fleshed out model. It looks very nice for what it is. You got a little guy back here working. I never noticed them before. I don't know if they were there before. And I also never noticed that you can look in the other anglers over there. I don't know if that's new or not. Here's the downside though. There's a button missing here. It's the random generate, the auto generate option. It's not here anymore. I don't see it. It's not, as far as I know, it's not here. I'm also running at 30 frames per second in the garage because of all the smoke effects. I also have my settings turned up really high. If I turned it down low, which I'll do right here real quick, we'll put them on low. My FPS is up in the 700s. It gets ridiculous. And just to go in here, I'm at 60 on low settings. Well, that's around 60 at low settings. Yeah, I'm gonna put that back to looking good. Interesting, that went back to custom. We'll set the high. We're good. But anyway, that was that little thing. That FPS kind of still going nuts up there. So here's where we get interesting. You can add parts. Now you're seeing this little lock thing. As that says, unlocked when player level is at least 10. And level 6 or defender level 6. There's now prerequisites to get to certain things. I can summon that apparently. I can summon Dart, Rhino, whoever that one is, it's locked. It's all this. Chassis. So it's all new stuff for this. Generators, the cockpit's the same thing. Cockpit, at least everything's unlocked for you. Generators, everything's unlocked for you. Whoops. Weapons, they are not all unlocked for you, but you can get them, which I'm actually curious to get to. I haven't gotten these to this point yet. Obviously, I'm still level 1 in the game at the moment. Spaces are all there. Auxiliaries, the only one missing is the turret deploy, which is fun because I can still make my wall. And then you have armor, which is all still here. So that's that. You can still make your MAV doing this. All this. Change this to level, let's check it to level 1. Didn't do anything yet. Name, name RJ. Let's try. Just type in the search. RJ. Filter. Interesting. So that actually doesn't search anything. Couldn't, for whatever reason. Weird. But yeah, there's no random generate button, which sucks because guess what that means the end of for right now until they add a random generate button. That means no more random generated builds, which I haven't done in a while because of classes. There's that. You can also save your MAV, which I'm not going to save this one because it's the default one. You also now have default MAV. You start off with default MAVs. So you got Scout 1, Scout 2, Sniper 1, Sniper 2, Tech Sniper, Attacker 1, Heavy Gunner, Heavy Gunner 2, Engineer 1, Scout 2 to start. I'm not sure yet, obviously, against the level 1, how you get other ones, because I don't see any hex pods. I mean, there's no hex pods in this setup. There are no tanks. It's the floating, the hover units, and the chassis unit, the wheeled chassis units, and then the 2 legs. And even then, they're not even that high. So, but what it'll do is it'll load you a random build like this. Well, not random build, a pre-built thing like this, so you can test out what is on there. It automatically sets up the weapons for you. So you can see I have ZZ snipes on that, cans on that one, snipes on that, and cans on that one. It filled all 4 slots. It's ready to go. It has everything mapped out. We're good. Paint, still the same paint system as it was before. Alpha 2 silver. I'm kind of curious to see what that is. Alright then. I'm going to make this thing Alpha 2 silver. It's extremely shiny. What else we got here? You have different patterns. You can do all this kind of stuff, make your own. So that's that. You go to the garage, you choose your unit, then you go to the quick battle. Now I can go into this thing. So there's Rusty Shackleford's server, who's been up for a while. Smash and grab. I don't know who's in that one right now. Or you can go in there, which is an open one. Again, access the main menu. Actually, battle just lets you go in. You can also now do this weird thing called the settings. Now you can change your game settings to whatever you want. Game time. Say you want a short game time, 5 minutes. You want to do arena or siege? We'll keep it arena. You can choose any of these maps right now. There's only these ones. And then kill limit, set it to 5. So 5. Free for all, you can have 2 teams. If you want. New AI bot. We'll call this one. Let's have him bot. Bob. Billy. Let's see. And I'm not going to change all these. And then you can change the difficulty of the AIs now, so they're not just like insanely hard or very hard or random. I'm just going to leave them all on easy because I'm horrible. The thing is, it doesn't have me selecting what team I want, I'm noticing. Now you can also have them random depending on what class you want. Now the only weird part is the drop-down menu goes beyond wherever you're looking here, so it'll go past. And you can check what team you want. So that's AI settings, which I just realized I'm clicking on the one up here. So that's new. I didn't see that last time. Select the level, everything, and you go just hit battle, and it'll create your own little private server. I'm assuming it's private. And then it loads up at some point. Getting there. Like this. So I'm in the lobby right now. You can't look around you yet, but if I want to click here, I can see who's on my team and who's not. Billy is on the other team, of course. And they will have custom units. They're not labeled down to the general thing, but they will choose a general class. Whoa, Bob looks painful. See, they're randomly generated, as far as I know. You can see what's going on there. Now this is a new thing. They have tips while it's loading. So now you can check your parts out at any time by pressing the H key. Now I'm using a key right now, and my frames have gone down to... We're at 15 right now. So right now it's not that well optimized. It could also be a mixture of problems with my hardware, who knows. But I know there's a lot of new updates, so since I'm using a sniper rifle, let's hear the new gun sound. Now you couldn't hear it that time, but if I were to use it, I actually choose a class soon that had missiles, and you'll hear missiles, because that's an improved sound effect they made. The explosion sounds are brilliant. They got a huge overhaul. And I was actually watching that stream when he did it too, when he was working on it. One of the many streams he was working on it with. So it's a new thing. The maps look better. I mean, right now it's chugging. I'm at 13, 14 frames per second right now, which is kind of painful. Because for a while in the alpha, I was hitting up to 60 plus most of the time. So that's a thing. This is also going to be a long video. I should probably mention that like way earlier. This is going to be a long one just because there's a lot to cover. As it left from alpha with like a huge bunch of stuff that was missing to now beta with a whole bunch of stuff that's in. And it's pretty intense. Now, I still can't see anyone yet, but there is someone coming on to my right. Somewhere. If I had control set up, there she is, I'd be going towards that. Now here's a new sound. It now makes it sound when you zoom in, which I'm actually cool with because yeah. I felt it needed a sound earlier, and now it has a sound. Now I don't know if you heard that little explosion just happened. That was someone exploding. I'm gonna let the sound effects go on in the background a little bit for a while, just so you can hear the new sound effects. So those are some of the new sound effects. Things sound more painful now. I'm also realizing how bad my aim was with the keyboard and mouse after not using it in forever. But those are the new sounds. The guns sound way more realistic. Sound like much better audio quality. I mean, there's the difference in the aiming down sights going on. Thankfully, he was actually using missiles, so it actually shows off the missile sound effect going on now. And I don't know if you saw those little particles that came off. There's now a particle effect whenever parts get destroyed, which is new. I'll let to say it's a very, very nice little effect that goes off. The tree fell apart. That was interesting. But there's a lot of stuff that happened when I stopped talking. Like I'm getting beat by this thing pretty badly because my aim is horrible. But that was that. And that was, let's see that. And you saw the leaderboards. I can't see the leaderboards myself. Still, there's still no option for the leaderboards. Oh, wait. Oh! There we go. They actually added it. So if you hold the backspace button, you self-destruct. Or return button, whatever you call it. Depending on what your keyboard setup is and what it's called. For me, it's the backspace button. And backspace button does that, which made it explode, which is pretty interesting. Now, supposedly, I'm looking at this now, I have a... I guess I have a thing. I'm actually going to pick up the controller real quick, see if it just goes right to it. Oh, sweet. Alright, we've gone right to the controller. Oh, that's what I have for my thing. Okay, I have a little set link. So if I hold... Alright, nope, back button still quits out entirely. Now the only problem here with the menu with the controller is that the controller doesn't control anything on the menu. So that's one downside. It's got partial controller support. So that was that. Let's load up something else real quick that we can use. We'll go with... No, let's just go with the Scout to show off this one. Actually, this one's perfect because it has the new... These are the machine guns, yes. And it's got rockets. Now, assuming in order to level up, you have to actually complete a match because you can see here... Oh, this is overall. Okay. I have this, but my player level hasn't gone up, and neither has this. I'm assuming you have to actually complete a match to get any sort of experience in those categories. So I'm actually going to... Interesting. I'm not in the demo version. Hold on a second, I'm going to click upgrade now. I'm going to see what happens here. This is a new bug. I have not seen this bug before. So, I have actually clicked it and nothing's happening. Oh no, it has closed out of that. And now it's opening up a window to the game. Interesting. That just closed out of that to open up a window to the site. I'm not entirely sure why it says I'm in demo version. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and exit the game and try again. And I am back. Okay, that just said I was logged in, so let's check. And I'm back. I have access to the servers again. I'm not sure what that was about. Never seen that. And obviously you can see it, save the settings. We're going to go somewhere that's a little bit, hopefully a little less taxing. This will crater my frame rate, so that we're just going to go here to the create arena and just go with that. I'm not sure what that just did. I'm not sure if that just created a new lobby. It did. Okay. Oh, I can actually switch map. I just noticed there's a switch map button up there, which I will test out next. I did not see that last time. But that was still interesting that it did that. Alright, so I have this. I am at... Nope, still 15. Might also be because there's more robots now. New sound effects on the machine gun. They're still rather annoying sounding, but not all that bad. I'm also using a controller at this point, so my aiming is going to be slightly worse, as the controller is still extremely sensitive. I'm not entirely sure if it's linked to the mouse sensitivity or not. Now again, the frame rate could also be lowered because I'm also recording this at the same time, and I have Audition and OBS on at the same time, so that could also be altering my frame rate. So it's just a bunch of things. I could also, alternatively, I could also just use like Shadow Play or something and something less intensive, or not be cheap and actually upgrade my computer. But that was a new effect. And that just explodes now instead of just sitting there. I want to try and actually complete this match just so I can see if the if I level up from it. It's also sitting there for some reason. Whoa. I just love the new sound effects on like the cannons and everything with the explosion being far away. The other thing I noticed is I've never seen this before until recently. Actually, the first test game I did on this, I actually found the edge of the map. And I've never found the edge of the map before, which I'm going to go do hopefully before this match is over. That guy just blew up. Again, they have access to tank treads, and I do not have a tank unit right now, as my frame rate steadily drops. I think I'm literally only alive just by the sheer fact that I move fast enough that I'm avoiding the bullets. Definitely not the aim, that guy just died. Victory. Someone won. That's interesting. Oh no, wait, that's right. It was by team, and this also answers the question. Yes. Now, actually, I'm looking at this. I already had experience here, and I already have experience here, even though I just started using a scout. So maybe it just apparently it does just record as you go, even if you leave the thing. And actually, now I'm looking at this, I can actually see kind of a different color scheme to where everything is. So I was not paying attention to that before, and I apologize. I'm just not changing it, but that's what it is. You can now see what your progress is in this. And I guess once, and I'm assuming, obviously, common sense dictates, once that hexagon is filled up, it's going to basically say, "Hey, you did it." I just realized it's also set for teams, so that's why it ended after 5 kills, because my team got 5 kills. Default MAV will deploy. Interesting. I've also never seen that happen. Also not sure if the game just crashed on me. I cannot load any of them. I hit deploy. I don't know what default MAV is. The default MAV is. And you can touch how to cycle through your weapons. Loaded. Victory. I honestly can't tell you what just happened. I can't tell you what just happened. To be completely honest, I'm lost. But I'll do one more real quick. We'll just load up the heavy gunner right here. Tons of missiles and machine guns. Again, everything's all set up there. I should just hit battle. It should be fine. I can choose a server. It's also fine. And these guys should all be different things now. Let's see. Oh, man. Alright. See, they still have access to the random generation. I do not. Okay, it's somewhat random. I'm starting to see some similarities here. Okay. Parts of the Q&E. See, again, tips in the menus, which is great. It's what we needed. So now I'm able to just sit here and plink away at this thing. Unless he destroys me, which is also a very good possibility. Because I am also back at using the controller. I'm realizing that I'm walking around and not doing much. Oh, the smoke effect is nice. It's nice. I'm just watching my frame rate tank. Oops. Disabled. Sweet. So I'm actually going to spawn. The second I spawn, I'm going to try and run to the edge of the map. Because again, I've never found this until recently. So I'm going to try and run before they end the game. Oh, hi. Alright, I need to get revenge. Maybe. Alright. Good. Now I'm going to try and run to the edge of the map. So I found it on accident in one of the arenas, so this would be kind of a test to see if it's still here. Again, longer video than usual, but it's fine because there's a lot to cover in this. I have actually chased units out to the edge of the map. Oh, please don't end this. I should really upgrade the kill count. But I've actually finally been able to chase someone all the way out here once. And get them to get to the edge of the map. And then I fell off, and that was victory. Okay, I need to up the kill count, because it's kind of low. I'm ending the games way too quickly. Looks like you actually get a little bit of everything, so that's interesting. Depending on how you play the role, I guess. So, that's cool. I like that. An option to do that. I'm going to try. I'm just going to get something quicker. Beautiful. And up this to 15 and launch. Please don't tell me it's invalid. Okay. And then another garage ship. Okay. Theory, I should just be able to run this way as fast as I can. Alright, this didn't work. I actually found the edge of the map, and in this map, it's an invisible wall. There's no going further. I'm gonna go do the only thing possible and go switch maps. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. And I had to go to Blind Alley to find it. I'm shooting it here. This is the edge of the map. And I fall off. And here we go. It just falls. Can't do anything. Oh, I'll take that back. I can actually move around down here. Hold on. I can't place my things, but I can apparently move around down here. Interesting. But this is the edge of the map. This is a new thing I found since the beta. It wasn't here in the alpha as far as I know. Alpha's never gone out here this far. So this is kind of new. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is, as far as I know, the only way to get out of it. So, just boom. Big explosion and everything. Found the edge of the map. Yeah, that's a thing. I didn't notice that last time. It could be there before. I never noticed it. But at least it spawns you back up here. And yeah, I was actually able to spawn a radar right in front of me. But this is the beta. It's very nice. It's very it needs some polishing, is what I'm trying to say. It needs to get a little polished here. Like, I can't tell who's on my team in this clusterfuck. Except for by whatever going to shoot at me. Actually, this thing right now. There's some bugs in it still, but it's in beta, and I'm happy to announce that. It's actually really nice that it's in beta. And, I mean, it's still worth playing. So, check it out, and have some fun. That being said, I am out of here. Have a great day. Peace.